What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be going I can't talk anymore. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with another video. This is gonna be, I guess, my first back to school video. Today is actually, I guess, my third day at school. It's Wednesday. I have class at 1:30, so I have time to film this video for you guys. I was originally gonna film it on like my actual first day of school, but you know, like first day of school is kind of like but let's go ahead and get on with the video. I'm going to be getting ready and answering questions that you guys had asked me on Instagram. If you're not already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram because I do a lot of questions and polls, and I just ask you guys like a lot of things, and I really like to engage with you guys. I took screenshots of all of them, and I'm just gonna go like start with the first screenshot I took, I guess, and then go from there. Alright, you guys, are like currently balancing on like a whole bunch of like books on my bed and stuff, so let's hope that this doesn't fall or fail on me. I already did my eyebrows just because I feel like my eyebrows like take forever to do, and I said that I would like do an eyebrow tutorial eventually, like my eyebrow routine video eventually, so I'm just like saving that. I'm going to start off with this. This is the Porefessional Matte Rescue by Benefit. I'm just gonna have everything linked down below so I don't have to tell you everything that I'm using. The first question is by Jessie Nyan with 97, which is actually my friend from high school. She asked, how do you balance school, work, and YouTube life? So honestly, it's been really hard. If you guys didn't know, I got promoted and I basically work full-time now. Now that school started, I'm going to school and going to work full-time, and I really don't know how I'm gonna do, but I'm hoping it's gonna turn out well. So far it's been really good. I haven't had like an issue, but you know, it's only like not even the first week, but I worked my work schedule so it goes around my school schedule, because I always do, because school is very important to me. So it's been really hard, I'm not gonna lie. There are times where like over the summer, because we don't have Wi-Fi in our room just yet. We're actually, the guy's coming today, so I'm super excited about that. So there were times like I would just go to school early and I would like upload a video in the library because I wouldn't have Wi-Fi, or I'd like go to Starbucks, and like as I was doing homework at Starbucks, I would like on my other tab I'd be like uploading a video. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's like all of the things that I like to do. I like school. Like personally, I've always been a good student and I love doing YouTube. It's like my hobby. I find it a lot of fun. It's not really like work to me, and my job too. Like I love my job, so it's not something that I'm like, oh, I gotta go. So it hasn't been anything crazy. Next question is, are you going to do an eyebrow tutorial? I know in some of your vids you debated it. I am going to do an eyebrow tutorial very soon, just because I get so tired of like filming my eyebrows in tutorials, and just like we're just gonna make a separate video for it. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll most likely soon. I just have like so many video ideas and so many things I want to do, and then I realized like I'm only one person. Calm down, Evan. The next question I got is, how is your new job title going? So it's going pretty well. I really love it. I got promoted and I'm an assistant manager where I work. It's so weird because I remember when I first moved here and I started working there, I was like, I'm gonna be the assistant manager to this store. And I did become that, so I think that's really great. But I have gone through like multiple stores where I work. It's really nice to like go to the first one. Okay, long story short, I moved here in this like, let's say like bigger whatever store one. So I went to the store and I was just a regular part-timer, but I told myself when I first moved here, I'm gonna be the assistant manager to the store. Towards like the end of my freshman year, first semester, I moved to this store. But I got closed down, so I went back to store number 1, but store number 1 wasn't giving me enough hours since I was like a higher position in store 2. So store 1 moved me to store 3, and I was working there up until now, and then finally they opened up a new store somewhere else, and store 3 moved me back to store 1 as an assistant manager, which I'm really thankful for, because like being so young, I'm only 18, and they just decided that I can move up basically 3 levels and become the assistant manager is really great, because I love my job, like I like what I do, and it's a lot of fun, and I love working with kids. So I was really glad that they made that decision. I wasn't just like some part-timer or like sales lead or anything like that again. So it's going pretty good. The next couple questions: will you and your mans get a pet anytime soon? So I really want a dog. I really want one so bad, and I know he wants a dog. He wants a pug, and I want like some type of husky or like Klekai or something like that, but it's just like reasonably, like, we don't have time to take care of a dog right now. Where we're staying, I don't think they allow dogs, so I'm just gonna say not soon, but eventually, yes, we will. The next question is my favorite fruits. So I don't really like have a favorite fruit, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I think bananas and mangoes are my favorite fruits. Those are my favorite fruits. Next question is my favorite season of the year and why. Most favorite thing to do during that time. So my favorite season is, of course, the holiday season, just because, I don't know, everything is just so happy during that time of the year, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's in a good mood because it's the holidays, you know? You don't have to stress out about school because you're on break. Like, it's just an overall good, like, positive season, I guess you could say. And I always had the best memories as a child during that time of the year. So that would be my favorite season. And my favorite thing to do is not only like received presents, but ever since I started working, I love buying presents, because it's like, I have a shopping problem, so it's like I'm buying stuff, but it's okay because it's not for me. So my cousin, she actually asked what was high school like. High school for me was a mixed bag. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of problems, a lot of drama, a lot of just, I guess like the first half of my high school experience was pretty good, but then towards like dead in the middle, I was just like, no, like I hate my life, I'm going to die. I just got involved with, I guess, the wrong people, the wrong crowd, people who weren't, I guess, really my friends. I'm not trying to shade anyone here, okay? Like, I'm over everything. Like, I really don't care. Long story short, I just made a couple of bad decisions and I turned my life around, kind of, and just started hanging out with new people, and life just got a whole lot better after that. So my high school experience was on and off. There were good times and there were bad, but you know, it's high school. It just depends who you hang out with. It just really depends on you. My high school experience was like, okay, I feel like I should have brought water. Like, I feel like I'm running out of breath. The next question, freshman advice in college. By the way, I love you. I love you too. So my freshman advice in college, my freshman year in college was not bad at all. Like, I loved my freshman year, except for like my second semester. But depending on where you're going, I went to community, so that's the only side that I know and I could like give advice to. But if you're going to community, I would suggest to, number one, get your books early. I always get my books late, even this semester. Number two, get your classes early. Just get everything early. Get your classes early, get your books early, all that stuff. And then the other thing I would suggest, I always do this no matter like what semester I'm in. Like, I did it my freshman year, I did it this semester. Okay, I guess two things. Number one is to get an agenda, like a book where you can write like when your classes are, when your homework is, like just basically kind of organize your life so that you don't miss any due dates, or you don't like forget your class, or you don't forget to do this. Like, it's really important, due dates, so I would 100% get an agenda or like a calendar or something. Like, as you can see, this one right here, me and Brian have this like really big calendar. That's just so we kind of pay attention to what's coming up and like what we have to do. And it's also good because we do live together, we can kind of see each other's schedules on the board, so we know like who's gonna be home, like if we have some free time or anything of that sort. So I would recommend, number one, getting a big calendar, and then getting like a smaller planner that you take with you to and from class and to and from home. My second advice, or my next advice, whatever, it would be to find your classes before school starts. Like, the campus is usually open over the summer, so I would go to campus, and I did this my freshman year of college. Like, I kid you not. I don't know why like I thought of this, but I got my school schedule and I went to campus. And it's also, you have to go to campus anyway most of the time because you have like your FAFSA stuff, all these paperwork that you need to sign and all that stuff. I was like on campus anyways, and I also did like this orientation. That's another thing. If they have like an orientation for freshmen, do it because it'll make you feel a little bit more comfortable in the campus. What I was saying, once you have your classes and your classroom numbers, is I would go on the campus like during like a Sunday, or like, I don't know, like a day where there's not that many people there, and kind of visit it, walk around a little bit, and find your classes, so that when it's the first day of school, you're not like shuffling to find where your class is, because number one, there's already parking that you have to worry about, because parking on the first week of school is literally trash. Like, the first day of school, it took me, like, kid you not, like almost 45 minutes to find parking. I left like an hour early from my house, so it's already hectic as it is, and you don't want to be late to your first day of class. Alright, there's actually a lot of questions, and I feel like I'm answering them a little too long, so there might be a part 2 to this. So the next question is by my friend Elaine. She says, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? What do you imagine your life to be like? By the way, I miss you, girl. I miss you too. I miss all my friends attending you, though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I really miss just like, hey, let's go get lunch. Hey, like, I was always that friend, like, hey, I'm hungry, let's go eat. Hey, let's go get breakfast. Hey, let's go to the bowling alley. Like, I was always that friend. And it's so, like, heartbreaking to me that I really don't have, like... So, as I was, like, once I finished filming this video, I realized that, like, it didn't even record most of the questions that I had replied to in the first round. So just in case it didn't, you know, go through, I just wanted to answer them now before I start editing and uploading and it's not there. So in 5 to 10 years, I basically want to see myself, number one, graduate college, or first of all, I want to see myself move on to a university, and then I want to graduate college, and then either sometime in between that or sometime after, I want to start my own business. I don't know what type of business yet. I'm not like super stressed out about like what kind of business I want to do or what kind of like area I want to dive into yet. I know I wanted to start a boba place, but you know, that's still like just an idea. I'm not really 100% sure like what kind of business I want to start, but I know I do want to start one and become like a CEO or completely just start my own business. I also want to see myself, I think I'd be like in my mid 20s, like 28, 25, like around that time. I want to be at least engaged, I guess. I also want to have traveled, you know, most of the world by then, because I really want to travel. It's like the one thing I want to do by the time like before I settle down and, you know, have kids and stuff. The next question is, do you like dramas? If yes, which drama do you watch these days? I'm not sure if that's like Korean dramas because I don't really watch those things, but I like watch Netflix. I only really watch Netflix. Me and Brian always watch Netflix like while we're eating dinner. So I watched like Vampire Diaries, Originals, The Fosters, and I'm just like looking for something else to watch, but I don't think I should since I started school. But if it's like Korean dramas, I really don't watch dramas. The next question is, how did you and Brian meet? And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to, or I've said that already, but I'm going to actually incorporate all of the questions with Brian and stuff like that into another video, and it's going to be a separate video, but it's going to have both of us in it, and we're going to answer all of your questions and any like relationship advice you guys want or anything like that. Alright, I really hope that was recording because like the numbers were counting down. But so that was like the first round of questions I got when I first asked you guys to ask me questions. So the next round, or the first question in the next round is, what's your middle name? So my middle name, I actually have a long middle name, but I'm just gonna give you like the shorter version. My middle name is Claire. What's your background? I'm guessing, I'm not sure if that's like my phone screen or like my ethnicity, but I'll tell you guys both. So my lock screen background is actually me and Brian at the Del Mar Fair. It's just like our little photo strip, but I like it because it's like on the side so I can still see the wall, like the clock, but it's like on the side, and then you can also see his shoes, so it kind of like matches. And then on my home screen, it's just leaves. My background, like ethnicity wise, I'm full Filipino, whatever comes along with that. My mom and dad are from the Philippines. If you guys don't know, I am born in the Philippines. A lot of people don't know that, and they get shocked when I tell them that. I don't know why, but I was born in the Philippines. I was raised in the US. I came here, I believe when I was 3. I have pictures of it. The first place I came to in the US when I moved here is Washington. So when we went to Seattle, it was just like, whoa, like I lived here? What? I don't remember that. But yeah, the first place I went to here in the US was Washington. I do have a picture of the space with like me in front of the Space Needle when I was little, and I really wish that when we were there I remembered to recreate it, but I just don't know where that picture is. I know I have it though. It's probably in my mom's house. I really hope this video isn't super long. I'm sorry guys. So how do you balance school, work, and a relationship with others? Like I said in the very first question I got asked, is that it's really hard. It's just you have to kind of organize your life, and that's why I like keeping agendas and calendars, because it just makes it easier to see like what you're doing that day, when do you have free time and all that stuff. It's not the easiest thing to do, but you know, if you're really willing and your friends are down, like there's nothing that can stop you, to be honest, with anything. As long as you know basically your schedule, like what's going on that day, what time is this, what time is that, like when do you have your free time, you basically always have time. Next question is, it is 11:21 and I have to be at school at 1:30. So here, my next question is, what's your favorite Filipino food and dessert? I'm so excited because people are actually like asking me stuff, but I can't believe you guys actually asked me questions. Like I really thought I would end up with one question and that's it. But my favorite Filipino food and dessert, I don't really have a favorite Filipino food because literally like I love Filipino food. What is my favorite Filipino food? One of my favorite Filipino foods is tocino. I love tocino. Okay, so my camera keeps overheating. Well, it's not really mine, it's Brian's cameras, and I'm not really used to like filming these type of videos on his camera. We usually only do vlogs, but I'm sorry if it keeps like cutting off and stuff. My camera is in his car. So anyways, so my favorite Filipino food I guess would be tocino, and then I also like love champorado and like sinigang and all of that good stuff. How do you and your boyfriend handle money expenses such as bills, groceries, and eating out? So we don't eat out all the time, but we used to do it like all the time. But that was when we like, I still had like a lot of FAFSA money in my bank account, and I had like a lot of extra money. But now that, you know, we have rent and we're getting Wi-Fi and we have a lot more bills to pay, we don't eat out as much. So what we've been doing is, also because we live in an area that doesn't really have like, it's not like LA where you can find a new place to eat out all the time. So we have been grocery shopping. Basically how we do it is whenever we go out somewhere, or whenever we buy groceries or buy anything for the house or anything like that, we split it. And then eating out nowadays, it's been a lot less, just because, you know, before I got promoted I wasn't making, you know, enough. I was barely making enough to make rent along with all the other bills that I had. One thing I did was I set up automatic transfers to my card or my bank account, and basically I would set aside, well, I was working both jobs a lot, so I was working like basically 30 hours between both jobs. Well, first of all, my second job, I would just send my checks or my direct deposit straight to my savings. I also did automatic bank transfers. So every week when I get paid, it would take out, I would put aside I think $55 for rent. Everything else I would just cover, like the rest of rent would just be from what I had in my savings from my other check, or I would just take whatever extra money I had and put it away. Yeah, that's basically it. We either split it. I've learned to manage my money a little bit better. It was really hard, like I'm not even gonna lie. Like if you know me, you know I spend my money like nothing. We're almost done, you guys. So the next question I have is, do you have any skincare secrets? I really don't have any skincare secrets. I guess like I just kind of dealt with it. If you know me in middle school and like I guess the beginning of high school, you know like I had really bad acne, like really bad acne. In middle school I had a lot of acne like on my forehead, like I had like a whole bunch of bumps and everything, but then towards like high school it was like on my cheeks, like around this area. I've just kind of done a lot of research on skincare and tried a lot of products. Like I've tried Proactive, like I've tried literally everything, and only up till now is like my skin doing a lot better. I don't know if you guys didn't know, I also have birth control, but I think that's also helped out. Nothing too drastic because my skin was already doing better, but it's just taking care of your skin, like drinking water, making sure you sleep with like a fresh face, like a clean face, a moisturized face, and all that stuff. Like I really think if you want to take care of, like if you want to look good on your skin, you gotta take care of it inside and out. Okay, do you go to school? If yeah, what school? P.S. You are so pretty and motivational. Thank you. I try to be motivational because, you know, like, some people need it. And I know I have needed it multiple times. And I really try to, like, talk to you guys and, like, try to be relatable, I guess, because I'm a human being too. So I really don't want to say what school I go to. Just know that I go to community college in my area. If you know, like, what school I go to, like, good for you. Like, I don't really want to say, like, hey, I go to, like, this school, just for, like, privacy reasons. But I have 2 questions left. It was, what is the song you had on your Get Ready With Me prom on IG? I really don't remember, but I'll look it up and I'll find it and I'll put it right here for you. Last question is from Alexandra Rasalan. I'm not good with names. It's any hidden talents or unique skills? I really don't have any. Like, I'm not really interesting. I'm not, like, athletically capable, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not an athletic person, nor am I, like, a musical person. Wow, I suck. I really don't have any hidden talents or unique skills. To be honest, I'm just boring, I guess. So yeah, really quick, I just wanted to thank you guys for asking me all of these crazy amazing questions. I had a lot of fun doing this. I've been wanting to do a Q&A for, like, the longest time. I was just kind of scared that, like, nobody would ask me questions and I just look dumb, I guess. But yeah, thank you so much for asking me all of these wonderful questions. Thank you for taking the time to check my story and, you know, type them out and everything like that, and also wait for this video to come out.